Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Gamehater, the show where we play bad games, we hope. Tonight's game is The Secrets of Rætikon. This will be the final game in Metroidvania. Just going to start a new file here.
This game is already off to like a really bad start. We both installed it and tried it out, and it's kind of a screwy game. Like in this day and age, you're not really used to games like loading with a DOS prompt
Right.
at the very beginning of it, and this one did, and it had its own little, quirks and issues. So,
Yeah, for one, to get windowed mode in a resolution other than the native resolution of my monitor, I had to manually edit a config file, which is the sort of leet haxing one should not have to do in this day and age.
right. I mean, why wouldn't that just already be in the options menu, especially if it actually has the ability to do that?
Yeah, every other game that's made this century didn't need any help. Okay, so we gotta watch out for wind.
One of the things that already immediately annoyed me about this game is that it makes it look like you have to press like two buttons at once, but it's actually just giving you both options.
Yeah, that right bumper. That was needlessly confusing. Okay, things are not going well. So I guess grab, and then I move while I'm grabbing. It's not very clear that I'm grabbing. I guess his feet latch on a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you just get used to the idea once you've already done it that,
Yeah.
okay, this is how I grab things.
Right. Not very strong either. I guess I can knock it over. Yeah, and the other thing is probably because I had to manually change the file, something about the game got corrupted and we had to reinstall.
Yeah, so we're starting a little bit late tonight, and it's entirely the fault of this game.
Right. Okay, ripping up trees for health. That's some social commentary.
I mean, what else are trees there for?
Grab and carry animals. So I guess I'll put these birdies back in their nests because I'm a hero.
Yeah, I mean, you are a fellow bird, and it would be irresponsible for you to eat other birds.
Right. I mean, no one eats other beings from the same order.
No, not at all.
Right? Yeah. Kingdom phylum class. Pretty sure it's order for mammals and birds. I've never eaten a mammal. I don't know about you.
I never eat mammals.
And that's basically cannibalism. Get in your nest, bird.
And I mean, you would never see, a snake eat like a lizard or something like that.
No, that would be absurd. In fish eating other fish? Come on.
Well, fish actually do eat other fishes, but that's because they are dirty savages and they deserve what they get.
They're just dumb and immoral.
They are the most immoral of all creatures.
Well, at least among vertebrates. I don't know if I'm ready to commit beyond that. Yeah, so I put a bird in the nest. I put another bird in the nest, and it fell through the nest, indicating that perhaps it was not, in fact, a baby bird.
Do you need to do any more things over there? Because, I mean, it seems like maybe you're done over there.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm done putting things in things yet. It seems to be
those things you're picking up don't feel like they're birds. They seem like they're just...
But they're hatching into birds. Yeah. Are those eggs?
They're like they're eggshells.
Yeah, they must be some bizarre-looking eggshells.
Yeah. Well, that tree's never grow up now.
I needed the health, man. Got to munch on some trees.
Where did you even lose your health at?
When I fell at the start of the game. Okay, birds can't read.
It's like flying upside down trying to figure out how to.
So these appear to be runes, possibly real runes. I would actually recognize them if they were English runes. So I am going to go ahead and say Icelandic. That's just a guess, though.
It looks like the second word says empire. But, that's just me.
It does look that way. Which means these aren't properly used runes at all.
Yeah, like it's something empire, something rises,
Yeah.
something.
That third word could easily be falls.
Yeah, something empire falls.
And like another rises and falls. Reigns. Remain. Ruins remain. I'm failing.
The ruins remain. The Mort.
Let me go with north.
I can, I guess, translate it for us.
Yeah.
And why are all these letters on the side of the screen?
Yeah, can I like peck the letters? No, I can throw a gem. Okay, yeah, they didn't even do the courtesy of using real runes. Like, here's an example. I'm going to try and point my beak. This guy that's being used as a P in Empire, I can't get the beak stable. Right there. That is a thorn. It is pronounced as the English TH would be. It is not a P. And so here's a case where I can grab the rune stones. Oh, God. Yeah, so here's a case where a game developer wanted to have runes and couldn't be bothered to actually use them properly. They found a chart, half of a chart. What am I supposed to be doing with these rune stones?
I mean, like, this is the kind of thing you see in a lot of games where they, make a fake language and it's actually just, English, transcribed differently, which Zelda games do this a lot. But at least they make up their own symbols.
Yeah, they make up their own instead of using a completely different writing system and then forcing it to look like English.
Yeah.
And some of these are probably made up too, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
So I can grab rune stones and then do nothing with them. So we'll just leave. Is this my objective button? Oh, here we go. I can get translation runes.
Oh,
so
my.
There's no reason to struggle through trying to read this ever again. Unless they really expect me to use this as a key.
Yeah, you would think it would just automatically substitute the letter for you, but I guess that'd be too easy.
No, too easy. One single... Oh my goodness. Individual, maybe? I'm gonna go with individual.
Arose? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, this is probably just the game trying to convey its story to us.
Probably. So we should.
Since when have we ever cared about those?
We should really disregard that. We've already established that it's a horrible perversion of runes.
Yeah.
Release the slivers. Okay, so I'm...
Find more slivers! You must construct additional slivers.
Release the slivers is giving me flashbacks to my Magic the Gathering days.
Apparently screaming helps.
Yeah. He's got some kind of bird sonar that tells him where the slivers are. Oh boy.
So this game is another one that's tagged as being a Metroidvania, but so far it just looks like it's just a big level to explore.
Yeah. It's not very Metroidvania-esque yet.
Yeah. And I guess can't see what kind of abilities we would gain.
Right, unless these letters are the abilities.
Yeah, I really dislike games with codes too. Like I already went through like all of Chronicles of Teddy, and it got so annoying at times.
Yeah, they're nice
Just
as
inputting that kind of stuff.
they're nice as Easter eggs, but not so much as the point of the game. All right, so I'm
It's
missing
really
a
nice
sliver.
as Easter eggs when you can just go to the wiki for that fandom later on and see what they're all translated to because someone else did it for you.
Right, and one suspects that this game may not have much of a fandom, considering it
What?
doesn't even have a resolution option. Can I put droppings on it? I would love to poop on this game in the game. And
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to play the bird, I feel like you're missing out on one of your most significant powers, being able to poop on things.
right, you should be like building a flock of minion birds to poop on things with you. It's like
gotta say, for
Pikmin,
one-
only with bird poop.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's the last piece there. When I did play this for just a little bit, I did enjoy the flying though. Like
The flying's
it
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're like going over those mountaintops, it almost feels like you're like a dolphin, going over the waves. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I can see that. Pull the lever.
Wrong lever.
Why do we even have that lever? Gotta grab a thing. Come on. The sound design is pretty nice. I guess I have to carry it somewhere.
It's so hard being a bird. You can like carry so many things.
I know. I want to like build a nest and intimidate my enemies.
Yeah, we should get to do like more normal bird things, like building nests and landing on things.
And pooping on cars.
Yeah.
So where do I go with this thing? If only
How
birds
about
could
you
read.
like unlock an area or something?
I don't know.
What about down there?
What do you see? Oh, a cave.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm not sure about this graphical style.
Oh, did we beat the level?
Oh yeah, we gotta put the thing in the thing. Release the shard.
Thanks for starting.
These aren't inspired by the Triforce at all.
No.
Why are these birds in a cage? Are they my minions now?
I don't know, you enslaved them. Which, just doesn't make sense. Like, I can't imagine any species wanting to enslave other members of its own species.
No, that's just not a thing that happens.
Unless you're ants.
Do ants enslave other ants?
There is a species of ants that actually will steal the larvae of other ants and then raise them as their own as slaves, basically.
What a bunch of dicks.
Ants are like the most sadistic species
Yeah, they're
ever.
up there.
Like right after humans.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the more complex your civilization is, the big of a dick you are.
Right. I mean, simpler civilizations, like lions and such, they have it figured out. Like, you don't like your kids, you just eat them.
Yeah. Some other dude had kids with your wife before you got to her. You eat the kids.
Yeah.
That is actually one of the
there's
most
so
brutal
many
things I
ways
know.
to resolve your problems that way.
Right. And so what now? I have to.
Whoa, is that like an evil bird?
Let's find out.
Yep.
Bring it on, Birdo. I don't know how to fight you, but I'm gonna try.
I don't know, but he's like attacking all these other creatures. I don't feel like that's a good thing at all. I feel like this is bad.
Put a stop to that. No, he's attacking me now.
Oh no, he's gonna eat you.
Oh man, he just pile drived me.
Holy shit.
Can I grab him then? Yeah, what now, bird? We're diving. No. I grabbed the tree. And don't mess with crows. It's the moral of this story.
Yeah, he's making you eat crow.
I always enjoy reading stories of crow intelligence.
Yeah, or ravens or whatever. But yeah,
Yep.
it's always fun seeing that. they're just sort of clever, smug birds.
They are. Like,
There's always like a few interesting ones, just from real life, not necessarily just fiction, but because oh no, are you trapped?
I've clipped into the wall.
And apparently throwing your shards isn't doing any good.
No, I've only got so many buttons here.
Oh damn!
Okay.
What a mess.
All right. I really don't want to. Okay. Can I go to the main menu?
Well, it says you can save and exit.
Yeah, I think it'll close the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be Gamehater if we didn't crash the game every now and then.
So we're just going to mark that against the game. Mm-hmm. Another demerit.
I hope you're keeping track.
Yeah. I think we're up to 600 so far.
Oh, good. It actually loaded this time. I was afraid it would not.
All right. Well, don't forget to share again with me again.
Mm-hmm. See how much progress I lost. Oh no!
Oh no! What?
just stuck here forever.
You, game, really?
Wow. Wow.
I have never seen a game that would so precisely save your location that it would actually save you stuck inside a mountain. This is definitely a first.
Yeah, usually a save and reload is how you get out of these situations. Wow, so you can clip into a mountain and you are just screwed.
Yeah, I know. At this point, there's nothing you can do except for start the game over. For us, it's not a really big deal because we've only been playing for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but if you actually wanted to beat this game...
Yeah, and you're 2 hours into it, and this is how your game just gets stuck and there's nothing you can do. Oh, I'd be so pissed.
Oh, man, yeah. No doubt. Yeah, let's try.
I do appreciate the intro. It's quick and to the point.
It is. Although I am curious why this bird was falling.
Yeah, he must have fallen from heaven. You're the bad bird.
Yeah, I mean, that alone, the crashing and failing to come back, is a strong reason to hate this game, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, there's I think the game itself plays okay, but just those little glitches like that, and the fact it doesn't load very well and stuff like that, it just...
Yeah.
It completely takes away from the game.
Right.
What it could be. If
I can't actually play the game when I want to, we've got a serious problem. And if I played this for, I don't know how long the game is, but if I played it for hours only to find out that a breeze pushed me into the wall and I was done, yeah, fuck this game, I'm done.
Right. Let's find out how long it takes to beat this game. So the internet says to play the main story is about 2 hours and 48 minutes. All the extra other completion has to be about 4 hours. So that's assuming you don't get stuck inside of a freaking wall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not super long. Quite short, I would say.
Yeah.
I still can't believe they expect me to manually transliterate those improperly assigned runes.
Yeah, just so we can figure out what this game's stupid story is. To find out what the secrets of Rætikon is.
Oh, and this part. Okay. I did a little bit better this time. I'm in a tree.
I don't like the fact that there's not an easy way of telling if you've got all these crystals yet.
Yeah, I don't even see a counter.
Well, you have it on top of your screen where it says 10, but it doesn't tell you 10 about how many you need, though.
Oh, I did.
And it already deducted the ones that you turned in.
Gotcha. I had enough. All right. going a lot faster now, at least.
Yeah, I mean, we know what we're doing at least.
Yeah.
Step 1, don't get stuck on a wall.
Yeah, do not just keep my distance from all walls. Doesn't matter if it looked like there were things in the wall that I'm going to need. We'll go a different direction entirely this time. Maybe. I don't really remember.
I think that's the way we went before.
Damn. Well, the same direction this time.
Or maybe not.
No, this feels
Something
new.
different.
I'll just read the sign and see how familiar that sounds.
Oh, no, wait, we did go through here. This is where those crows were at.
Oh, man, that crow. He's having a crow battle over there.
Yeah, it's a nightmare out there.
I will steer clear. Oh, no, a wall.
Don't you notice? Avoid all walls? 2 more.
Wow, he is grievously injured. You see that blood gushing from his neck?
Yeah, he knows not to mess with you. Because
Yeah,
you
he's-
will avoid him and cause him to injure himself.
Guess I can't get through here. Even though the
Well,
wind
why
can.
not?
I mean, that's some BS.
Well, I mean, it's like a strainer, so
Yeah.
it's big enough. Oh, go down, go down, go down. I think it was a puzzle. You see that big rock there with a smaller rock underneath it? I want the smaller rock.
Smaller rock.
Yeah.
If this guy's gonna get off my case. Well, he's like,
That should break the log.
oh, I like
down
it.
there.
Well done.
Yeah. Kind of nice that the game actually has something like that. Like you actually interact with the environment in a meaningful way.
How do I even win a fight against these birds?
Can you do like the charge attack like they do?
I haven't found a button for it. Got grab, dive, dispense runes, attract.
Maybe it's dive.
Yeah, so I tried that. I tried to grab him and then dive. He's gone now. That works even better. Alright, I've lost the place where I turn these things in. There it is. Oh, I can turn this thing. Okay.
Oh, neat. What does that do for us? You opened up the path in there? Let you go down where those crystals... Oh, okay, it's an area.
New area. We have entered the bird cave.
Things are kind of wild in here. Whoa! It's a giant owl thing.
Sure is. And I got a rune
Oh,
on
now we know what G looks like.
That's it. Oh, okay. Not super G-like, but I'll take it.
So do they want us to build a thing?
Maybe.
Oh, wait, maybe you need to build an identical bird on the other side. There's like a
okay.
head down there.
Yeah. I do like the hands-off approach to figuring things out. Unfortunately, it's puzzles. I'm
Yeah.
missing a piece, aren't I?
But I mean, they're not like abstract puzzles where it's like really hard to figure out what you want to do. It's just basically it's kind of almost Zelda kind of a puzzle.
Yeah. Toki Tori did stuff like this as well. Especially the second game. I don't know if you played either of those.
I did not.
You're like a little bird guy trying to save some eggs, and they're all hidden about. The second one was more of a free-form adventure. The first was you had kind of lemming style powers you could use up set numbers of uses, but the second one had a lot of more emergent puzzles.
Right.
Oh, good. My reward is a new dumping ground for these things.
Oh, how exciting. It is interesting, though, like the little areas we're finding here and stuff like that. Like, it's such a shame. I think it's going to be like, sort of how we conclude this game, is that it's such a shame that not only was it not fully realized, but it wasn't even bug checked.
Right. Yeah, that was a serious bug we ran into.
Like, and I can forgive, getting stuck on a wall because, you can't catch everything, especially when you're building an indie game.
Mm-hmm.
But just like the lack of foresight and just having your save reload you in the exact same spot you were in.
Yeah, that was the real sin there.
Yeah. So I mean, like most games would know, well, you want to make a good game, and avoid that kind of stuff. You just take the very obvious, route of just having checkpoints. Like these things we're depositing all these triangles into. There's your checkpoints. You just automatically load near the most recent one you were at.
Yeah, absolutely.
That solves like any problems you have from any kind of glitches you might have.
It's a very simple safety feature that these guys failed to implement. Or you can even just do some checking, like, is the bird able to leave the place, and could the guy have reloaded because he was stuck?
Right.
And just put him back in bounds.
Or, just have like a little simple warp feature in the game so you can just, bounce back over there. Whatever you need to do.
Yeah, warp would be just fine. But no, they're just going to reload us exactly where we couldn't leave.
So I wonder if we're going to run into a problem where, we're able to like explore so many areas and collect these little triangle things, but you don't necessarily have to turn the triangle into the same place.
Right,
tied to any area.
So can you be so irresponsible with them that you break the game?
Right, because let's say we have like 3 different platforms we could turn them into, and those 3 different platforms unlock more areas.
Mm-hmm.
If we evenly distribute them between those three statues and don't turn them all in one place, what kind of problem is it going to cause? Is it going to make the game unbeatable?
Yeah, I don't know, but that's a scary thought. So this seems like another place where I could maybe
like a base to build another one.
Yep. I don't see any.
This area is very atmospheric, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like the atmosphere in this game. That's been just fine.
There's part 1.
Yeah. Is it part 1? It doesn't fit.
It does make it kind of awkward having to put it together with the limited range of motions you have here.
It is a little more difficult than maybe it needs to be. I need another piece before I can do anything with this one. Yeah, so I think at this point we've got a pretty good sense of what the game is. You're kind of wandering around looking for puzzles to solve, and your reward is
more puzzles to solve.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we sort of criticize that, but I mean, to be fair, like at another game, like a shooter game or whatever, like your reward for shooting a bunch of guys is that you can go shoot more guys. So
yeah, or a Minecraft kind of game, your reward for digging deeper is collecting mats to build a thing to help you dig deeper.
Right.
So it's really not super fair to criticize a game for rewarding you with more of itself.
Right. Well, you're able to go inside that cliff over there? Like, it started to fade away, so like in Yoshi's Island.
Ah, yeah, good catch. You are way more on top of things than I am in this game.
Well, I mean, the only job I have is to sit here and watch things, so.
It's true. I'm all distracted by the wind currents and the motion and all the little birdies flying around me.
Yeah, they are pretty distracting little birdies. This area is a little bit too maze-like to carry this kind of stuff around, and try to figure out what.
Yeah, trying to find it all and bring it back. Still not quite willing to consider this one a Metroidvania.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more Metroidvania than like the toy game was.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, the maps are, not changing on us or anything like that. But
that's true.
Even so, it's, I guess like what you kind of want to have for a Metroidvania is, not just exploration like you have here, but also, gaining new abilities and unlocking new areas through something a little bit more complex than, just solving puzzles or, finding keys.
Agreed, yeah. Yeah,
it's all about making your character more powerful and, being able to go back to previous areas and reapproach those areas differently than you did before.
Agreed, right, yeah. You're expanding your ability to do things. And that by itself opens up more of the world to you.
Yeah. And with this so far, the only thing we seem to be unlocking is our ability to read, those scripts about things we don't really care about.
Right. Maybe they're very interesting. The first one wasn't too exciting. The one that we kind of tried to decipher. I don't know what that is.
Doesn't look important.
And that's the other pitfall of this kind of game is you spend so much time scrutinizing everything. Like, is this a puzzle or is it just decoration?
Right.
I need a bird head, guys.
Tell you what, with how maze like this level is, it really could use a map.
Yeah. I'm going to try and put this egg in a nest if I can find one. For my
one around here out here.
Yeah, I know I saw one. Oh no. I broke the egg. A productive endeavor.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, screw it. What I'm really interested in is a bird head.
Only you can use your own bird head.
That's probably something like, hey, you should use a bird head.
Hey, where's your bird head, mate?
Well done. Boy, you without the bird head. Get a bird head.
Why don't you have a bird head? What kind of nut doesn't have a bird head? Christ.
I am not finding this bird head.
Yeah, this particular area is kind of frustrating because it's so hard to know where an actual path is.
Yeah, like I just pushed through the foliage and man, what a mess. Alright, forget it. Forget the bird head. We don't need it. Bird heads are
We have
chumps.
so many of those gems, we could actually go back to the owl and get that
13.
finished up.
I don't think so. That one needed like 30.
Oh.
It was a very large triangle. Come on, Crow. I don't have time for you because I don't know what to do with you.
That's the whole point. He likes the fact that... Whoa!
Wait, okay, how many are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I can open this one. If I can get to it.
Nice. Now what happens? Oh, more wind. Pull it down. Ah, you're opening a door. That's an interesting way to open a door.
That's how birds do it. Bird-style door opening. All right,
So you have some pieces again.
Yeah, well, this is getting repetitive fast.
Yeah, it was kind of cool the first time we saw it, but now it's like, oh, okay.
Come on, bird. I don't have time for your
Look at
crap.
a way to deal with these guys.
Okay, I figured it out. If I double tap my my grab button. No, that's not it. Thought I had it.
You're dead.
I was wrong.
Oh, damn. We killed the bird. Look how sad he is. Oh.
Oh, I'll never find my way back. Okay.
So this is how the game works. You get like
you get
5,
super
6
lost.
of those you got to still 7 of those you got to do.
Yeah. So that's probably opening the final level or some such.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
You can kill that bunny before we finish.
Sure.
I killed the bunny in my game. I want to see if you can kill it. I had to crush it with a rock, so it might not be that easy.
Really thought I figured out how to peck a dude. Well, I do have rocks.
There you go.
Oh, that would have been amazing if it actually hit. This bunny is invincible.
Yeah, I used a much bigger rock to kill it, so. I guess the only way to, I guess at this point we can only say that I'm better at the game than you are, so.
That seems clear. If I can dive on them.
You get to admit defeat, the bunnies get the better of you.
Yeah.
He's escaped.
Yeah. Is this the bunny in here?
There's another bunny over there, so.
It looks
two
small
bunnies.
and weak. Oh, not in a cave. Alright, I've had enough.
Yeah, I think we've seen about as much of the game as it has to offer.
Yeah. Man.
So,
where to
this is not
start?
one of those games where, it's extra offensive because of the potential it had.
Yes. Yeah, like the flying mechanics are pretty good. I thought I was successfully fighting a bird at one point, and I was wrong.
If you had been able to fight that bird, it would have been a pretty interesting way of fighting.
Right. I thought I was doing dash attacks. Maybe I was confused. I don't know. It would have been nice to have some indication of how to fight other birds.
Right.
If that's even a thing I can do. The big complaints, I think, were the bug testing.
Yep.
We ran into what would have been a game-ending bug if we cared. And my trouble getting it to run was irritating. And the runes thing, I think one of the easiest ways to make me angry in any kind of fiction, including games, is to try to gain authenticity by using real-world linguistics and then do it horribly, horribly wrong. And actually, now that I'm free to do so, I'm gonna look up Icelandic runes real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really attractive looking game. Like, they have a really interesting art style. I'm not sure if I'm like 100% on board of it, but there's a lot of different areas, especially like the woods. Even though it was like really hard to navigate through it, it was really lush and pretty and very bright and vibrant. Which it's a good thing to always see in a game, to see such bright and vibrant colors, because there's so many games out there that are so drab to play. And it's nice to have something like this. But it's like this game needed like another 6 months to be finished.
Yeah, a couple more rounds of testing. Even then, like the gameplay is not that compelling either.
Yeah, it needed something more, like, not just, collecting these crystals over and over and over and unlocking this, these letter runes and such, but, like, if we're supposed to be able to attack, maybe give us the ability to unlock the ability to attack and that kind of stuff, or, like, we wanted to have extra abilities and, a reason to want to go back to areas we were before.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree.
And, it might exist in this game, but we didn't see enough to really get the idea that that's going to be the case. Usually, if a game's going to have upgrades, you find that out fairly quickly in the game.
Yeah, so this is essentially a puzzle game masquerading as as a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
And to some extent, just be honest with what your game is.
Right. Well, I think the problem just comes when you're on the Steam store and stuff like that. Like, you want to be able to sell your game to as many people as possible, so you list it as a Metroidvania because it's sort of Metroidvania-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe someone is looking for Metroidvania run to your game.
Yeah, maybe. But then you're just misleading people.
Yeah. And you're making our Metroidvania seem not as good as it could be.
Right. It's making us look bad because you can't classify a game. And that's just rude. So I'm going to go ahead and say many of those runes were probably made up. They don't match any of the charts I was just looking at.
Okay.
Some of them are real, some are not.
Right.
Or there are just some obscure source that's not on the first page of a Google image search. I can't say for sure. Which just makes me more angry.
Does it?
It does.
I mean, doesn't it make it a little bit more legitimate if they just did make those stuff up? I mean, it doesn't make the entire mechanic.
If it was...
Well, it's still a stupid mechanic.
Okay,
but.
so if it was 100% made up, I'd be totally cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, they should be doing this like Wheel of Fortune style, where whenever you unlock a rune, just replace that symbol on whatever papers you have with the actual English letter that it's representing.
Or have a button that automatically does it for you, just so you can see what the original looks like, and the partially translated version.
Right. There's ways to improve the user experience by just being open about it. Don't make us consult a chart when we supposedly got a prize in the ability to transliterate these runes.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need a reminder on how to drink our Ovaltine. We just want to see what it says.
Yeah, exactly. Long rants about runes. Yeah, so the combat was frustrating. The exploration was not very rewarding. It's super buggy.
I mean, really all it has is going for it is a neat art style, and it's kind of unique just because you are playing as a bird. That's really all it has going for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so final ratings?
Yeah, so I think it's only fitting that I give this game my own bird and flip it.
Yeah, I'll match that. So, Gamehater gives The Secrets of Rætikon 2 birds. And with that, we conclude Metroidvania, possibly our most disappointing special themed month.
Well, seeing as it's our only month we've done this yet so far, we'll have to see how it goes.
See if the next one disappoints us the same way. Maybe stealth games next.
Right.
And with that, we conclude our episode. As always, if you have games you want to see us hate, we're open to suggestion. And we hate this game, and we're going to bed. Good night.
Good night.